If you flash back, roughly 2 years ago, we've got them censoring a story that we all now know is true. But don't take my word for it. Here's CBS in Salt Lake City explaining exactly what's going on with the Hunter Biden laptop.
Leading up to the 2020 presidential election, the Biden campaign hit a roadblock. A New York Post report about a laptop that landed at a Delaware repair shop apparently belonging to the president's son, Hunter. On that laptop, a trove of emails detailing Hunter's apparent business dealings, including an effort to connect his father, then Vice President Biden, to a Ukrainian energy company where Hunter sat on the board. But the effort to suppress the story came almost immediately. Social media outlets began limiting sharing of the story on their platforms, Facebook calling the move an effort to, quote, reduce the spread of misinformation. Then President-elect Biden also waded into the waters.
Do you still think that the stories from the fall about your son Hunter were Russian disinformation?
Yes.
But a New York Times report this week confirming the authenticity of the laptop. Now, over a year removed from the first report by the New York Post, the effort to kill the original story is under the spotlight.
Here's a little video compilation of media pundits and talking heads lying, and lying.
Biden's secret emails.
A really fishy story.
The Post claimed that the emails were found on a laptop computer that was brought to a repair shop in Delaware in the spring of 2019.
The FBI is now investigating whether those alleged Hunter Biden emails are actually connected to a larger foreign intelligence operation.
They may be related to a foreign intelligence operation.
Foreign intelligence operation.
Foreign intelligence.
Foreign intelligence.
Foreign intelligence operation.
For all we know, these emails are made up.
The information found on the laptop may be part of a Russian disinformation campaign.
Part of a Russian disinformation effort.
Described by many intelligence experts as having hallmarks.
All the hallmarks
of a Russian
disinformation.
Russian disinformation.
Disinformation campaign.
This is a classic example of the right-wing media machine.
I like the lady in the mask the most, like you're on television, not sitting near anyone, you clowns. Anyway, you can really see how lies just get laundered through the system, right? You can just see it, how then all of these people who are supposed to be journalists, who are supposed to be the fourth estate, they're supposed to be protecting us from the powers that be, right? They're supposed to be making sure that we, the citizens, are informed properly about the goings on of the people that are in charge. But they actually do the complete reverse. They do the complete reverse. I mean, Brian Stelter, okay, you got busted, man. You're busted. Are you going to have your mea culpa and say, boy, I really went in all on this scandal, and it turns out everything that I reported on about Trump and Russia and the laptop being fake and everything else, I'm an idiot. I'm either an idiot, I'm either a willful idiot because it fit the narrative that I liked, or I'm a propagandist. Like, pick one potato. Here's video of Joe Biden right before the election, and he's very indignant that it's all nonsense, this whole thing. We showed you this one the other day too, but I'm building a case here like a prosecutor, people.
So what about the Americans who really today only want me to ask you about Hunter Biden's laptop? How are you going to get them to see that you are fighting for them when they're so dead set against you?
There's nothing to any of that. Nothing to any of that. It's all a smear. Every major outfit, every serious investigator has pointed out that this is a smear. This is classic Trump. We have 4 days left, and all of a sudden there's a laptop. And you may recall there's also talk about 4 months before there was a similar thing that somebody had, allegedly. There's overwhelming evidence that from the intelligence community that the Russians are engaged. I mean, look, my son's an honorable man, and all the investigations that were done around the issue of what was going on in Ukraine, if you notice, every one of the major people who worked for Trump during the impeachment went under oath, and under oath said Biden did his job. No law was broken. This Biden did his job. Hunter Biden broke no laws. That was the testimony. Their testimony from Republicans and intelligence community people.
I mean, I just don't even know what planet that guy is on. Everything he said there is a lie. Every single thing he said there. His son is an honorable man. I mean, he's a crack addict. No offense to crack addicts. But he said every major outlet. This is how you see the lies get laundered. He knows that the major outlets are working for him. So when they say, hey, is the laptop real? He says, well, every major outlet says it isn't real. Yes, because the major outlets either cover for you or lie about it or ignore the story entirely. Then he also says every serious investigator. What he's referring to there is the 50 intelligence officials who all said this was Russian misinformation, and now it turns out to be true because the whole freaking swamp lives to protect the swamp. I don't mean to be a dick about it. It just is. It just is. And you really have to understand that. And then, of course, he calls it classic Trump. It's classic Trump to make up all of this stuff. If by classic Trump, he means, somebody actually telling the truth, somehow pushing out some level of truth through all of this insanity, then I guess that is classic Trump.